Hello, my name is Dr. Kazi. Today we are going to discuss about generative artificial intelligence and how teachers and students can use it, but also how to responsibly and effectively use it so that you can get the benefits provided by this technological tool. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen so that you can see my PowerPoint slides. So my presentation will focus on generative AI implementation, recommendations, and considerations. This presentation is based on a document produced by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. So let us see what are these recommendations. But before we see the recommendations, let us see the background and the definition of generative AI. So a good example of generative AI, artificial intelligence, is ChatGPT. This is a large language model. It is a type of generative artificial intelligence program designed to understand and generate human-like text. It is similar to having a very knowledgeable assistant who has read a lot of books and articles and so can provide just-in-time assistance. That is, anytime you need it. This assistant can answer questions, write stories, even help with completing homework. Some other well-known generative AI examples includes Bing Chat by Microsoft, Google Bard, now known as Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity. When used skillfully, AI can have significant positive impact on teachers by drastically reducing the time that is required for various tasks such as planning, creating content, assessing student work, and also executing tasks such as writing emails and newsletters. For students, generative AI can act as a learning partner to give them just-in-time assistance and the guidance based on their individual needs. It can help to level the playing field for students with various learning needs. Those who are not native speakers of a specific language of learning, for example, those who are not native speakers of English or any language used for instruction, those from economically disadvantaged or historically marginalized communities. To ensure now that teachers and students have the skills to realize the tremendous positive impact that AI can have on education, educators need to have basic understanding of how to model the model work and how to use it. So they should know that large language models are different from normal search engines and must be used differently for help results. Now, new users of AI need to know prompting frameworks that can help them to create effective prompts and improve the results they want. One such framework is the Craft AI prompting framework. Now, this is now the Craft AI prompting framework, which is presented in the document I mentioned, which was generated by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. First, so CRAFT is an acronym of the different components within this framework. So let us start with context. So when using AI, you need to add specific details to help the AI know the context so that AI can target your specific needs. Now, this can be embedded throughout the prompt you provide to the AI tool. The R in the craft represent role. You need to assign role to the AI tool for more targeted responses. For example, you can tell the AI tool that you are an excellent 8th grade math teacher, or maybe you're an excellent teacher of specific subject. So when you give that role to the AI tool, it will focus its thinking and its generating of whatever results it generates to fit on that expected role you have assigned to it. A stands for audience. You need to provide specific details about the audience of the material you want to produce. For example, the audience can be a specific class or a specific grade of learners, maybe grade 6, grade 7, or whatever. So the material produced will be contextualized to fit that audience, the level and the ability of your audience. F stands for format. Now you need to provide specific instruction on the format of the output you want, the length of the output or the response you want, the style. It can be maybe a song, HTML file, or you can also provide examples, whatever you want. You can say maybe an image, or just provide specific information on the format of the material you want the AI tool to produce. And finally, T stands for task and tone. For tasks, you need to tell the AI tool that you want it to do what for you? Give it the specific task to do. Also, you can say things like evaluate, create, edit, revise, or brainstorm, etc. But also provide a specific tone. For example, the tone can be professional or friendly, or maybe just caring tone. So the material produced will be tuned to that tone. Now let us see strategies to ensure more accurate responses from AI tools. The first strategy is to give clear, specific instruction. Use precise and concise language. Avoid ambiguity and vague language, just as if you were directing an assistant to provide enough details to give exactly what you want. The second strategy is ask AI to adopt a person. So take a role. You can say things like, think who would have expertise on these tasks. Tell the model you are an expert of a specific discipline area, maybe specific can be marine biologist. It can be maybe you're a doctor or whatever role you can assign to the tool. Strategy number 3 is to provide examples and use delimiters. So provide examples for the model to base response on. Use delimiters such as triple quotes to indicate distinct parts of the input. So, and examples includes the text of the bill is quotation, and so on. Format the responses like this. Tell the tool how it must format the responses or the output material. Strategy 4, chunk inputs and outputs. So you need to split complex tasks into small tasks, which can be executed very easily with the AI tool. And also specify the steps needed to complete the tasks. Moreover, you need to allow the model time to think. So by giving small parts of the tasks to be executed at a time, it will provide good time for it to think and generate good responses. Also tell it to answer step by steps so you can monitor the accuracy of the information produced. And finally, strategy 5, provide reference material. So to help avoid inaccurate responses by be specific and provide reference texts. So depending on the model you use, this can be text pasted in the prompt area. It can be also, you can share a URL so that the model can reference information or can obtain information from that website. You can also upload a file within the AI tool. You can even also upload image and tell the AI tool to reference that image or to produce information related to that image. For example, you can paste in the text, specific text you want the AI to reference. You can paste it within the prompt area. Okay, now use of generative AI tools need to be disclosed. So educators should lead by example and model transparency and academic honesty about their use of generative AI tools. And teach students to do the same also. We need to acknowledge or disclose that specific maybe document or presentation was produced with the help of AI tool. Because today's generative AI tools cannot create content without some level of human participation and guidance, it is generally considered best practice to acknowledge the use of AI tool. Now, here are examples on how to disclose the use of AI tools in materials or in any work. So you can say things like, this was created by somebody, mention a name, with an editing assistance from ChatGPT, or maybe Gmail, or Bing Chat, and so on. You can also say things like, I used Google Bard to help me brainstorm ideas for my project. You can also say sentence like, I used ChatGPT to help me organize my thoughts into finished product. Or you can even say, image created in partnership with Adobe Fire. Now, if you need to provide formal citation, here are two examples. Example of a APA citation is the first one, and the second one is an example of MLA citation style. Okay. Now, here are some few ideas or few ways of how teachers can use generative AI. One way of using these tools is to brainstorm or produce thoughts or guide their thoughts. So teachers can brainstorm ideas for projects, lab, and assignments, or even solve educational problems. Second, AI can be used to create as a content creation tool. So AI can assist teachers in creating engaging and interactive lesson materials such as presentation and games, even simulations. Also, AI tool can help to create personalized learning. AI can help teachers to create adapted learning content to meet students' individual learning style, reading level, language, competency, and also pace of learning. Another way of using AI is to use it to help to do automated grading and feedback. AI can automate the grading of different learning assessment, such as quizzes and exams, even grading essays. So this can help to free up teachers' time for more personalized instruction and feedback to their students. And finally, AI tool can help on making data-driven decisions. So AI can provide teachers with real-time insights into student performance, which allows teachers to identify areas of strength and weaknesses and adjust their instruction accordingly based on the data provided by the AI tool. So now let us see some ways generative AI tools can be used by students. First is using generative AI tools as learning partners and personal tutor. AI tools can provide just-in-time, objective, and targeted assistance, feedback, and guidance to help students learn effectively. AI can help also explain difficult concepts and provide evaluation and feedback and help students generate ideas for helping their learning or even completing homework. AI-powered platforms that adjust the difficult and pace of learning material based on individual performance. So these platforms, these AI-powered platforms, they can adjust on how the individual students interact with these tools to help them learn based on their learning style, but also their speed of learning and acquiring the material. Another way students can use is to use generative AI to support self-directed learning. So AI-powered research assistants, students can use AI assistants to find relevant information and resources for their project. Also, learning simulations. So students can participate in AI-powered simulations that allows them to explore complex concepts and practice applying their knowledge in safe environments which it is not demanding as actual, maybe actual labs or doing actual experiments. Moreover, AI-powered lighting tools also can be helpful. This can help students. Students can use these tools to brainstorm ideas and check their own work and for plagiarism, and also to improve their lighting style or lighting skills. These tools also can help students in being creative and supporting collaboration among students. Students can use these AI-powered collaboration platforms to collaborate with peers on projects and also share ideas and receive feedbacks from their peers, even from their teachers. Generative AI tools also can use to generate images, such as Adobe Firefly and Adobe Express, Canvas, and other tools which can provide students with the ability to explore their creativity in new ways. Also, AI tools can help in ensuring accessibility of material to students with various needs. For example, there are AI tools which can change text to speech and also speech to text. Now, this can help students with disabilities, which maybe they can read the text, but these tools, they can read the text for them. Also, these tools can help in accessing materials through translation. So students with maybe limited language ability, they can get help from these tools, where the tools can even translate the language, which is the material which is in a language not well known to a student. It can be translated to the language which is known by a student. And so this can help the individual students to understand the material. And that is the end of my presentation for today. Thank you so much for your time watching this and listening to my presentation. See you in another video. Bye-bye. This is the document I referenced this presentation. All right.